In a small mountain town in Japan, there stood an old countryside train station named Shibayama, a quiet stop where only a few trains passed each day. Right in front of the station was a weathered wooden bench, faded by time and rain, and every morning, without fail, a Shiba Inu dog sat on that bench, ears perked up, eyes fixed on the railway tracks, as if waiting for someone to return. The townspeople called him Shiro. No one knew exactly where Shiro came from, but they remembered that 6 years ago he arrived with an elderly man named Mr. Yamamoto, a retired schoolteacher. Each morning, Mr. Yamamoto would walk Shiro through the village streets and stop by the station to chat with the staff over tea. Shiro would lie calmly at his feet, half asleep, listening to the train whistles in the distance. Mr. Yamamoto lived alone. His children had moved to Tokyo, too busy to visit often, but he didn't mind. To him, Shiro was family. Every day, the two of them went shopping together, shared breakfast, and made their way to the train station. Not to catch a train, but simply to watch people come and go. Then, one winter morning, as snow blanketed the town in white, Mr. Yamamoto suddenly collapsed while walking Shiro to the station. He was rushed to the hospital by villagers. Shiro, frightened, chased the ambulance for miles before lying down outside the emergency room doors and waiting. Mr. Yamamoto didn't make it. A heart attack had come too suddenly. His funeral was quiet. His son returned from Tokyo and tried to take Shiro back with him, but the dog ran away. 3 days later, the villagers saw him again, sitting on the same bench at the same time he used to come with Mr. Yamamoto. Shiro never missed a morning. Rain or shine, cold or heat, he waited. Every day, for years, not for food, not for attention, but for the sound of a train that might bring back the one he lost. At first, people were surprised, then deeply moved. Villagers began leaving food and water nearby. The station staff built him a little shelter beside the bench. But during the day, Shiro always sat in his usual spot, as if he didn't want to miss a single train. Children would pass by and ask, "Who is that dog waiting for?" The station master would smile softly, "Someone who isn't coming back, but he hasn't given up hope." Word of Shiro's loyalty spread beyond the town. Local TV covered his story. Social media nicknamed him Japan's most faithful dog. A train company even named one of their cars the Shiro car, decorated with his image. But Shiro didn't care for fame. All he wanted was to keep his silent promise to the one who once held his leash. Then, during a sweltering summer afternoon, Shiro didn't show up. The townspeople searched. Eventually, they found him lying quietly under his shelter, his eyes closed, his breath long gone. Around his neck was the faded cloth that Mr. Yamamoto had tied years ago. The vet said his heart had simply grown too old, too tired. News of Shiro's passing spread quickly. The entire town mourned. Someone suggested building a statue of Shiro at the station, and everyone agreed without hesitation. On the day of the unveiling, the statue was placed right where he used to sit, on that same wooden bench facing the tracks. And then, something strange happened. As the train passed by and the crowd bowed their heads in silence, a Shiba Inu puppy suddenly trotted up, wagging its tail, and sat right next to the statue, looking toward the rails. They named the pup Shiba, as if a part of Shiro had returned, not to wait anymore, but to continue watching over the place he had loved. Shiro's story is more than just one of loyalty. It reminds us that true love never fades. It simply changes form, waiting quietly with unwavering heart. If this story touched your heart, leave us a like to support more meaningful content like this. Don't forget to share it with someone you care about. They might need a little spark of hope today. And if you'd like to join us on future journeys, subscribe to the channel now. Every click helps us spread more beauty and inspiration to the world. See you in the next story.